between us.
It comes between us. It feels like we're so far away. It's like you're at the opposite end of like a tennis court or something, and we're just lobbing balls at each other. And I mean, every once in a while we make a connection with those balls, but not all the time. We're not all the time making. I don't know what this metaphor means, except for the fact that there's a physical distance between us, and sometimes I feel like, there's an emotional distance between us, and it feels painful to me because I feel like I've built a ship of love for you, and it's just docked there. It's just docked there
on Love Island.
On Love Island, and all I ever fucking wanted is to make you happy. And to set sail on that sea. And now that you've said that to me, I have a feeling that I can finally, crescent my ship and set sail.
Well, I'm with you, bro. I'll be your first man.
I'm with you. Oh, God. Thank you.
Davey, I want to tell you something.
Yeah, Randy?
How long have we known each other?
We've known each other for 4.5 years.
4.5 years?
Yeah.
I don't think I told you enough. I've told you that I appreciate you and I like you, but
yeah.
I don't know if I've looked into your eyes and told you what I've been wanting to tell you.
My eyes are here, man. My eyes are always here.
I should look into
His eyes are up there, Randy.
Oh, sorry.
They're up here.
There they are. I, Randy Liedtke, your friend, your pal, your brother, Davey Johnson. I love you, and not in like a friend way.
Yeah.
In more than a friend way, but not in a more than a friend way.
Not in a more than a friend.
Somewhere between a friend way and a more than a friend way.
I'm meeting you there, man.
Friends that kiss on the lips, and friends that spend time with each other, and friends that do everything together, and friends that can tell each other anything.
We fell asleep together.
We did, and we're just friends
on separate couches, but we slept together.
But we're more than friends.
Watching the George Harrison documentary.
But we're not more than friends.
We're not more than friends, but we're way more than friends.
I fucking love you. I love you, bro.
I love you too, Randy.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Beside the green, green grass, swing, swing, swing the spinning step. You wear those shoes and I will wear that dress. Oh, kiss me beneath the milky twilight. Lead me out on the moonlit floor. Lift your open head, strike up the band and make the fireflies dance. Silver moon sparkling. So kiss and
Sometimes it's good to get it out. Sometimes it's good to pull your dick out.
I love you, brother.
Oh my God, the Hulkster's here.
The Hulkster loves you.
Oh, man.
Be careful when you do the kiss me with fuck machine, Dave.
I know,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah. You don't know what you're gonna
I
get.
got cum in my pants.
Well, yeah. It's a good thing you weren't around when he got erect, because
Davey's
you would have had a hole in your
I
stomach.
don't know whose cum it is. I have to take it to a scientist.
That's a good bumper sticker. That's a good bumper sticker. I don't know whose cum it is. I have to take it to a scientist.
Yeah.
A bumper sticker?
Yeah.
Bumper sticker.
A cumper sticker.
Oh, no.
That's it. We'll have cumper stickers. They're stickers, and all the writing is in that cum lettering.
I don't like that.
The drippy cum lettering.
I don't think I like this bumper sticker. I stopped writing it down. It doesn't look that good in writing. You know how some things are funnier printed?
Yeah.
Like reading a tweet sometimes is funnier than saying it.
Exactly.
Oh,
You
yeah.
try to say it on stage, doesn't work.
Yeah. Yep.
Should we call someone?
Yeah.
We call that Playboy Radio again?
They still are still
It's still-
producing sounds
still-
right now.
Yeah. They still accepting unknown numbers?
I don't know.
It was amazing that we got. It was amazing we got through that night because
we could just go on Sirius and listen to some of the talk channels and call into like Dr. Laura or whoever's live.
Did I tell you about the time I called into Dr. Laura with Susan Burke?
No.
This is
sure talk about Susan Burke, right? Why don't you just go back out with her?
Wait, is Loveline on right now?
Is Loveline on right now? I don't know.
Do you still love Susan Burke?
Oh shit!
As a friend, and more than a friend, but not more than a friend.
Oh shit! I've heard this before.
Yeah. We called in one time. She had a particularly rough time of things, and she was just like, we're like going to like go to the beach or something. And on the way there, we were listening to Dr. Laura because we both hate Dr. Laura, and we're like, let's call in with something. So we called in, and she called in on her cell phone, and she's just like, yeah, my husband, he just won't stop eating. The thing she came up with was her husband couldn't stop eating, like overeating, and he's getting really fat.
Yeah.
And she's like, can we call your husband and see if he's willing to do it? And she's like, okay. And I was driving in the car, and they call me, and so we're in the same car. I'm like, hello? And they're like, is this Don or whatever name we came up with? And I was like, yeah. And they're like, so your wife, this is the Dr. Laura show. Your wife has an issue with you? And I was like, is this freaking about my overeating? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, damn it. And they're like, do you want to talk about it? And I was like, I guess. And they're like, we'll bring her on the air and you guys can talk about it on the air. And I was like, okay. So we get on with Dr. Laura, and she's like, what's the issue? Dr. Laura had probably chastised some woman for trying to be like a great woman or something. And then she comes on, and Susan's like doing like a southern accent or something. And she's like, yeah, well, my husband, he just won't stop eating. And I was like, whoa, stop right there. I gave up alcohol for you and the kids once we start having kids, and this is the one thing that makes me happy: the Western Bacon Cheeseburger at Carl's Jr., which is such a deal at $2.99 a Western Bacon cheese. I go there every day. Yeah, I just turned it into a commercial, but Dr. Laura doesn't pick up on it, and she's like telling Susan, she's like, "Shut up! You obviously haven't managed this well. Shut up! You're terrible!" And like chastising Susan for being a concerned person.
Oh.
And then she's like, "Listen, you got to give up eating so many cheeseburgers." And I was like, "Their Western Bacon cheeseburgers are so good," And I keep on plugging it, and she's like, "What you got to do? Get yourself an elliptical," because she has a deal with the elliptical machines, and you got to start writing that. I was like, well, first she was like, do that, and also get a child seat for your bike and go out biking with your kid. And I was like, I just have I don't like sweating in front of people. I cannot sweat in front of people. And she's like, just get the elliptical then, and cut back on those Western Bacon cheeseburgers. I was like, yeah, from Carl's Jr. $2.99.
Those are so good.
And
never had one.
$2.99. I can tell you what year you made this call.
Yeah, what year did I make that call? But I haven't been. I wish I could find that audio clip and keep it, because that to me is like the most successful prank call, because it was like such a widely listened to show, and we got in by the miracle of whatever is God, and
oddly enough, that's Dr. Laura.
Yeah, it's Dr. Laura, by the miracle of Dr. Laura. And she was like, and have a follow-up session. We plan like follow-up calls because she gives you like this opening to have a follow-up session. And we planned like this. My wife left me. She said I became too obsessed with exercise and diet. And she said it was bad for the marriage. And then we're going to have, like, we planned like these 3 different follow-up calls up, but we never followed through.
I caught my wife praying to God
have either
for
of you
more
guys,
Western Bacon cheeseburgers.
Have either of you guys had that Dorito taco shell?
It's awesome.
Oh no, is it good?
It's so good.
I haven't had it. I haven't had Taco Bell in a really long time.
Yeah, I don't eat fast food generally, but I was just working with Doug Benson on a few dates, and which I flew back from today. I was traveling for 15 hours to get to the Bone Zone. So you guys should appreciate that. Not you guys, I'm talking to the fans.
This is what Brendon does for you guys.
I actually really do appreciate you.
Yeah,
I'm glad I was home in time. I thought I wasn't going to be able to make it.
LA, like I've been like craving a way to get out of LA.
We'll do some road zone.
Yeah, we got to road zone it out of here. It's been a few weeks.
But Doug was talking about the taco, the Doritos taco.
Yeah.
He said he tried one. He said it's pretty good. He
really
said
good.
your
It's the
hands
best
don't get
idea.
all dusty.
Does he have a bit about it?
No, we were just talking about it.
He has a McGriddle bit.
No, I know he needs one, man. That's right up Doug's alley.
We did talk
He's
about
funny.
it on stage, like, because I came up and we did the Leonard Maltin game at the end of the show. We were at the University of New Hampshire. is their UNH. And the place we're in was nicknamed the MUB. The MUB is something.
Everything's got a UB.
Yeah.
What is
So
an
I was at
Union
in the
building.
MUB.
Yeah.
MUB.
Mine was the Cub.
Really?
The college I went to, the Compton.
They're
Union
fine. It was fun, you know. It's nice. Colleges are weird, man.
It is weird. It's a weird fucking little
You definitely
micro
grow out of it.
culture. Yeah, definitely. But it's its own world.
Yeah.
You know, it's a counterculture.
Yeah.
The kids, and they're like
Subculture.
they're pretty young looking now, you know, and they get like, you know, some of the kids were like trying to get a picture with Doug, and their hands were like shaking, holding the camera.
Oh,
like,
really?
Yeah, it's
think
weird
back,
how
man.
nervous people get around
Think
them.
back when did you ever meet like a famous person when you were like young and
I met Steven Tyler when I was 16.
How'd you feel?
I wasn't like nuts about it. I just
Yeah.
like got a picture with him.
I had to
think
give
about, like-
I had to give Jimmy Fallon a ride. I was in college. This is the first person that was famous at the time that I ever met. But I had to give him a ride from his hotel to my college to perform a show.
Oh.
And I don't remember really being nervous, but I remember in my head being like, "Just be cool, just be cool. You like Saturday Night Live, and you like the culture around it. You like the history of it, but be cool."
I drove Peter. I was a production assistant on this TV pilot they made in Philadelphia called Philly Heat. It was like a fireman show, but it was, you know, it was like when NYPD Blue just started, and they were like, "Oh, we should make a fireman version." And it was actually like good producers. It was this guy Tom Fontana who made Homicide and Hill Street Blues, Homicide: Life on the Streets and Hill Street Blues, and Tom Fontana and Chuck Bangert, I think the other guy. Either way, they were doing this pilot, and I was a PA on the show, and Peter Boyle played the captain, and I had to like go pick him up from dinner.
Oh man, that's awesome.
And he grew up in Philadelphia too, and so like I pick him up at dinner at the restaurant, and he's like, "Hey, do you mind driving?" Like he wanted to drive around the city and like look at places because he hadn't been there in a while.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was nice. I mean, I was like 19. I don't know how annoying. Like it's not like I was some. I mean, I liked Young Frankenstein. And
Did
stuff,
you play
but I
Putting
wasn't-
on the Ritz? And
Yeah.
and your-
But he no, it was I don't really. There was nothing really.
Ritz
super
Crackers
memorable.
should have done a crossover where it was just like, you have this slice of cheese, put it on the Ritz.
They might
Had
have.
Peter Boyle
Oh, I
in
think they. Well, I think
they?
they might have done it with the taco song. The guy wasn't that the guy's name? Taco. You don't know. Russian sense. Putting on the Ritz. The remake, I guess. But
Look at this.
Is this Philly Heat?
is this Philly Heat? No way. Oh, this is. Oh, that's back when the Olsen twins were really hot.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Watch what happens.
What do they do? They tipped him they tipped the black guy chicken.
Wow, those
That's proof. No, that's two instances where they're referring to black people eating chicken.
I heard they refuse to do anything unless it's a black
unless they get
person
to feed a
chicken.
black person chicken.
Yeah.
That's why
you
they
get.
don't do anything anymore.
I assume that's probably just Bob Saget's like influence on them, where he's just like, I'll implant this idea just to fuck with these kids while they're doing this.
That would be such a great, like, you know, because I just want to make more money, you know?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Me too.
But like, I have no problem doing like, Bob Saget had a great thing going because he was this filthy comedian
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
who then got on Full House and then started hosting America's Funniest Home Videos, and
It
now
was
he's a
just he
zillionaire,
was just
and now he just
cheesy,
goes around and
cheesy.
says dirty words into a microphone.
Yeah.
Again,
Yeah.
that'd be great. Have a double life.
Yeah, I think he's got a great life. I think he appreciates his life too.
But I
More
think
than
these
anyone
days that can't happen because like there's just everything's so overly exposed. Like if they hired me to host like America's Funniest Kids or something,
People would
there'd
find
be a
this.
million YouTube clips.
They'd
Yeah,
find
clips
this
of this
podcast,
of me
yeah.
saying horrible things, and they'd be like, and there'd be an outcry, and they'd be like, "Get this guy away from my
Yeah.
kids."
Yeah.
Oh, I had this idea.
But wait, George Carlin hosted that kids show though. What was it, Shining Time Station or something? What was the kids show?
Oh,
with
yeah,
George
yeah.
Carlin?
Yeah, that's right. I
Mr.
remember that
Conductor?
shit.
Yeah, like it's weird because a lot of kind of like edgy comedians, like kind of vulgarians, you know, and the satirists
Fuck
and
yeah,
end up
yes.
doing things that are like kid based, and it's like, because I think innately in us all we have a concern for like where shit's heading, and
Yeah.
the way to influence that is be like, listen, kids, you
I
gotta
think I'm good with kids. I
Yeah.
had an idea to. Do any kids have a podcast?
Oh.
Kid podcast.
Yeah, I just got interviewed the other day by this guy called the Reporter Kid, and he's 14 or 13.
I'm
and
talking like I want to co-host a podcast with like a 5-year-old.
I bet some like
That's probably
or
a
like
bad
a
idea.
7-year-old or
like
something.
comedians.
No, but their
who
parents
have-
would be there. Like, I mean,
Yeah,
I'm not going to say fuck. Like, no, it would be a like,
TV friendly.
yeah, it would
Network
be
friendly.
a kid podcast.
What if we
that
had
I
a
would be on.
kid on our podcast?